Yo, what up, guys? It's been a while. I know. I've been loading like little things here and there. I haven't really been uploading too many things lately, and I apologize for that. But there's been a lot going on. I'm in school again. Lost my apartment because of COVID. Trying to rebuild my business. Blah, 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 blah. You guys don't need to hear any of that savvy shit. So, update, what's been going on with the RSX? Well, for those that don't know, who don't follow me on my Instagram, and I will leave my Instagram right here, I came across a few issues. Issue number one, went driving a couple of weeks ago, got gas, had the girlfriend in the car. After getting gas, pulled out at a gas station, and as I was driving, I started to hear clunk, 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 clunk. I'm like, what the It sounded like my springs didn't decompress, and it was just moving around because there was a huge dip coming out of the gas station. So I pull over, try to figure out what's going on. I don't see anything. I can't see anything. It's late at night. It was dark. So I tell her, I say, do me a favor, get out of the car. Let me just drive up the block a little bit, see if it goes away. So she gets out of the car. The noise goes away. She gets back in the car, and the noise comes back. So now I'm like, what is it? Right? So I couldn't figure it out. So I bring the car back to the garage. I'm like, I'm not even going to bother with it right now. It's late. I just want to go home. I had a long day. So I left it alone. I hit up Surge, and I was like, yo, bro, here's the deal. This is what's going on. I can't figure it out. I don't see anything. Let me know when you can come through, and we can try to, like, really figure it out. Because I need someone to, like, press down on the rear, see what's going on with the suspension. So about a week and a half later, he came through. We looked at it, and we came to find out that my wheels were hitting the trailing arms. Mind you, I have a 17x9, which I had before, but before I had a 22 offset. These are a 35 offset. So it should clear no problem, but apparently it was not clearing. So luckily, I had purchased 5mm spacers prior to getting the wheels, because I felt like I was going to need them. So I was like, yeah, let me just get some 5mm spacers. I'll put them on and, make the wheels a little bit more flush. But when I put it on with a 35, my wheel fitment was on point. I was like, oh, I don't need to put the spacers on. So I guess it ended up being one of those things where I'd rather have it, not need it, and need it and not have it. So I got the spacers and ended up using them. So now the wheels are not hitting the arms. Actually, both wheels were hitting the arms, which means now both wheels are slightly damaged on the inside of the rim, just scraped up. Nothing crazy. Doesn't affect how the rim moves. Doesn't affect how the car drives. I don't feel any shaking, nothing. So I'm blessed to be able to sit down and say that's the only issue for that. So as I was looking under the car to try to figure out what was going on, I found this. And I was not expecting to see that. Now, I knew I had some rust there. I knew that my floorboard kind of came down a little bit in the rear, but I did not expect to see my sound deadening just now when I looked underneath the car, or at least at that moment when I looked underneath the car. So, what do? I look at my lower arms, they're rusted. I look at the bolts around, rusted. So I spray some penetrating oil on them. I let it soak. Call up Acura. I tried to find them secondhand, but every time I tried to find the lower arm secondhand from somebody who had a part out RSX, they didn't want to part out the lower arms because they need that to move the car around. even though they had the car posted for, you know, for part out, whatever, on numerous occasions, numerous people, and I get it, you got to move the car around. If you need to move it around, you need to move it around, whatever, no big deal. So I decided to just go straight to Acura and see how much they are. Now, they were about $1,700. I ordered 2 lower control arms. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. I ordered 2 lower trailing arms for the rear. And wow, that was a clean ass 240. And I ordered 2 knuckles. They were total about $1,700. With my Acura discount, ended up coming out to about $1,329 after tax. Now you would sit down and say, why would you spend so much money on an Acura part? Why not take yours off and get them powder coated? So the reason why I didn't take mine off and get them powder coated is because, one, when I take them off, I just want to bolt new ones on and call it a day. 2, when I take them off, those are so old, they're so rusted, they're corroded. I don't want to send it to somewhere, have it sandblasted, get it powder coated, get the bushings pressed out, have new bushings pressed in, and then bolt them up. I didn't want to do that. Now people are like, oh, why don't you just upgrade the bushings to like energy suspension or something? Let me tell you something. These bushings from Acura, especially at that year, 2005, they were really good for the rear. Strong, very, very strong. Mind you, my car's 15 years old, going on 16 years already. Those bushings, the car still rides fine. It feels like there's nothing wrong with the bushings at all. My alignment goes on point. Maybe my toe is a little messed up because of that bushing, you know, trying to adjust my toe. But other than that, they're great. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go OEM and call it a day. Do I track the car? I will be. But will I be tracking the car all the time? No. Those bushings will last. And they will last quite a while. And I'm going to take care of them. So I'm rebuilding the car. Unfortunately, I waited too long, so I got to pay the consequence. So for anyone that is trying to rebuild an RSX or ask me for any advice, the best advice that I can give you is, if you have any rust, fix it. If you see anything that might be starting to become corroded, fix it, because you're going to spend double later. Or what's going to happen is you're going to build your car like I did. You're going to build this car like I did, and then what's going to happen is cancer is going to come, because that's what rust is for a car, is cancer, and it's going to destroy your build. So fix it. That is the number one thing now that I've learned, and I learned that before, and I just didn't pay attention to what I learned. Definitely fix anything that might be wrong with the suspension, with rust, with bushings. Get that done first. Get the car planted, grounded, and running correctly, and then do all the other stuff. So anyways, went to Acura, picked up a part. On my way to the garage, I'll show you guys what the new knuckle looks like, because that's the only thing that I got right now. This is going to be a 2-part video. When I get the... Actually, this might be a little series, because Sergio and I are going to be replacing those arms. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but it's going to come out eventually. So it's a right on red. Hello, we're in Jersey. Can we move? Can we move? You have a Jersey license plate, and you are stopped at a red light with nobody coming. Thank you. Anyways, yeah. So I'll see you guys when I get to the garage. So we're here. Why did I come to the garage today? Because I need to fix this mess. I'll show you what mess I got. Look at that shit. It's a mess. So I don't have much room. This piece here is the old one from the trunk. It's all scratched up, scuffed up, looks nasty. I'll show you guys. I actually replaced it. Let make sure it doesn't touch. Perfect. So here's the new one. You can see, clean, and I replaced this one. Now I need to do something about this. I can actually buy this piece from Acura, so I might just do that and replace it. I don't know. I could spray it. I know some people are like, oh, just spray flat black, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, I don't know. So I replaced that. So that's the old one there. This is the old one here. Didn't really look bad, but it was like, if I can get it now, I might as well get it now before Acura discontinues it, since they like to discontinue everything anyways. So where do I begin? I guess I begin with the boxes. Okay, so let me show you guys what we got going on. The car is pulled out a little bit. I'll show you guys what I mean with the spacers. You see here, the wheel sticks out just a little bit. Let me get closer, you can see what I mean. Very minimal. So it should be fine with the 5mm spacer. That's a better angle for you. And this one, about the same thing. Loading up the truck with all the boxes and shit that I have in here. Let me show you guys the knuckle real quick. All right. Whee! So I'm a little disappointed because I thought the knuckle was gonna come with the hub, but it does not. Which is a little upsetting. I just wanted to be able to bolt everything up and then that's it. So, let's see if I can rip this open with my one arm. I'm strong like bull. Okay. Let's get this out. It's on the floor. So you guys can see what I have here. Brand new OEM knuckle. Look how fresh. Look at how fresh. Oof. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man, fresh bushings. Everything fresh. OEM. Clean. I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. So, the only thing I'm not happy about is that it didn't come with the hub. So, that sucks. So, I guess I'm ordering a hub. Alright, that's going to go in there. And I still have a lot of cleaning up to do. Let me finish cleaning up. I'll pull the car back in. I'll show you guys the rust when I jack it up, so you guys can kind of see what I'm working with. Okay guys, so I cleaned up the garage. It doesn't look clean, but I had to sell a lot of stuff. So this box here is the big wing that has to go to Canada, because that's sold. I ended up selling this piece already on the Instagram. That sold. The bumper is sold. These parts here are still for sale. This comes with the brake ducts. They're over there. And then the upper and lower grill, that's still for sale. Cleaned up all the boxes that were in this corner. Got rid of all of that. So it's a little bit better. I'm not fully done, but I wanted to show you guys what I said I was going to show you about the rust. So I'll show you here real quick. Let's get underneath the car. and there. So that's the arm, starting to rust a little bit. And then there's the floorboard. This is the driver's side. You can see how bad. Let's see if I can go a little deeper in here. Apparently this is an issue with RSXs. You can see that piece just kind of like dangling here. So that's got to all be fixed. The knuckles. Let's see if you can see the knuckle. I don't know if you can see it too well, but those are going to be replaced. Alright, so that is how bad they look. But I'm glad that I was able to sell this stuff, so now I can get the hubs, because I thought the hubs come with the knuckles and they don't. So I have to order the hubs now. They're about like $180 each. If I find good aftermarket ones, then I'll just get good aftermarket ones. But I think I'd rather just go OEM, since everything is already going to be OEMs a fly. Alright, so I'll see you in part 2 of this video. Part 2 of this video might be, I have no idea, but we'll see. Oh, and before I forget, stay positive, stay humble. We only have good days. I'll leave in the comments, description section below, part numbers for the parts that I just got and ordered from Acura. Peace.